Hey folks, I'm with Nathan Brooks with PSE. I'm going to ask him a few questions about axle-to-axle length, brace height, and why he picks those. Nathan, what bow do you choose for 3D versus indoor, and why?
Well, Sean, we have so many 3D tournaments throughout the year. I actually use the same bow inside as I do outside. I only shoot about 3 to 4 indoor tournaments a year, so I don't like to change up a whole lot because it's such a dramatic change, changing that string angle at full draw and what it does to my anchor. So I try and keep everything the same. I look for a bow that has an overall length, not axle to axle length. I don't actually look at the axle to axle length because today's bows have such big cams. Mm-hmm. You have a string angle issue there that definitely doesn't reflect the axle to axle length. Years ago, the axle to axle length was more true to life with the string angle because the cams were so much smaller.
Right.
But they're so big now, like for instance the bow I shoot's 39 inches axle to axle, but it has an overall length of 44 1/4. So it shoots like a really long bow. And brace height, I'm not too particular in brace height. Anywhere from 7 to 8 inches at my draw length is very forgiving. So.
Okay, good deal. What advice do you have for new shooters coming up? You know, they're always asking, what can I do to make my game better?
Well, along the same lines of brace height and axle to axle length, let's focus in on that area. When you go to choose a bow, your draw length is very important in the type of bow that you choose. If you have a guy that has a 31-inch draw length and he shoots a very long axle to axle bow and he shoots it extremely well, you have another little guy that comes in that's a 27-inch draw length and he says, man, that guy shoots really good. His bow must be great. So he goes and buys that bow. Well, it's way too much bow for him.
Right.
There's no reason for him to get such a big axle to axle and brace height bow. What he needs is something more along the same lines that would fit him with the same type of string angle that the guy shooting the big bow has. And so that's a big determining factor. Draw length is a huge determining factor in what type of bow you choose to whether you're shooting 3D, indoor archery, or field archery, or whatever you're using it for.
Okay. Well, sir, I appreciate it.
You bet.
And good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. I'll need it.